a whole range of things. The utility diversions, they cost in excess of £6 million more than we had hoped for. In the end, they ran 12 months late. Land costs have been about £1.5 million higher than we had hoped. Whenever we did the overall earthworks, where we had to balance the earthworks so that we weren't exporting large amounts of material off site, the detailed design of the earthworks once we got on site and balanced that was just over £2 million as well.
I'm confident that the road is very good value for money. We've already opened part of it up, the first 4 miles last week, and we're hearing some really good feedback about that, especially people saving time on their journeys. So that's got to be a good thing. Plus the less congestion going around in the city. So for me, yes, the road will be a really high value for Norfolk. When it's complete, it's a major piece of infrastructure, and one of our priorities is improving infrastructure across all of Norfolk.
Ultimately, we'll have tens of thousands of users every day who will make that judgment. If in very simple terms, we feed the new figures into the DFT, the government model, the scheme comes out at very high value for money. So at that macro level, it's very high value for money. It is well acknowledged in Norfolk that we have had and continue to have an infrastructure deficit, so we have to invest in the infrastructure to support the housing and jobs that we need, and ultimately new houses, new jobs will mean that we will gain more council tax and more business rates, and that money will come into the council to support things like social care, children's services. So it is part of investing in the future. So the report that will go to Policy and Resources at the end of the month has identified just over £7 million in this year's capital programme that's available. The additional just over £12 million, we have sufficient what we call cash reserves that we can allocate to that at this point in time, and then that will get, if you use the term, tidied up, that £12 million as we set next year's budget. So we'll bring a further report to Policy and Resources in January.